Hello, welcome to the channel Surely Not. I'm Mark, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Kodak Zi8. Now, here it is in all its glory. You may be wondering how I am filming this. I'm actually using my digital SLR camera. As you can see, it's quite a nice little small compact unit this, and on the left hand side you've got the top left, you've got the external input for a external microphone here. Next to it you've got a little slot for connecting to your HDMI input on your TV. That just opens up nicely and you can just shut it easily. Next to that is the power slot. I'll just go ahead and close this now and show you the bottom. The bottom is where on the left hand side you've got a handle for connecting the little strap you get with it, and at the bottom you've got the input for doing your little tripod stands. The part I'm opening up now is where you connect your USB, and this just slides out like that. That's as far as it does slide out though, which is a bit awkward when connecting, I've personally found. Onto the right hand side we have where you actually put your memory sticks. As you can see, I've already got one in. Let me just take that out, just so you connect it back up again for you. Power on the top right of the unit. Now at the top of the unit you've got the macro and standard video mode. If you slide it to the right, it's in macro mode. If you slide it to the left, that's in the standard mode. Okay, right, show you the front of the unit now. Just power it on and show you it booting up. As you can see there, we've got the various different display modes that you've got on it. 1080p, 720p, 60 frames a second, 720p, and Wvga. And as you can see, as you cycle through the different modes, you can see how much recording time you've actually got. Now, the option screens, there is quite a lot of you can actually configure on the option screens. You can just treat this unit as a plug and play unit and just record and start going, but there is various options you can turn on and off, and it's really easy to delete files off it. It's really easy to switch to the various modes. Here's a video I've recorded previously, so let me go ahead and enter that. As you can see, I'm just selecting the various videos I've selected there. Now that's a thumbnail of the various videos I've got. I've just selected a video there. I'm just going to show you how easy it is to actually delete something on it. That's just a demonstration there showing you how to actually play on it. Now I'm going to delete that now, as I do not want it anymore. So there you go. So you can delete it, either connect it to the PC, or you can actually delete your files from within the unit itself. Now I'm just going to show you how quick and easy it is to actually record something. So here's a little figure I've got. I'm going to start video in this now. So I'm going to switch to macro mode, and you won't be able to see the quality of this very good at all, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch back to using the main unit in a few seconds, and I'll tag that onto the end of this video. So I'm actually recording that now. So I'm going to switch over now and you can see what it's like. Okay, back in the room. Oh sorry, I'm thinking of a different program. This is macro mode. As you can see, it's pretty nice. You can get fairly close with it. Starting to lose a bit of focus there. So that's roughly about 3 to 4 inches away. So if you were doing lots of reviews of close-up things, it's pretty handy to do that. One of my reviews I did, which I wasn't really happy with, was my Kindle case review, and I used this camera, and the quality wasn't that fantastic because it was out of focus, which I couldn't really tell when I recorded it. Now that's mainly a technical learning curve, as with all gadgets and all programs and things like that. There is an element of you've got to learn how to use the actual thing. So I'm just going to switch this back to landscape now, right, and stick it back. So now I'm afraid you're stuck seeing me again. Now one of the major problems I've got with this camera
is something which I think affects a majority of the cameras, is getting this head in that frame. Now, mainly this is down to trial and error. I have read about some people saying they've used like a mirror stuck to the back of the unit. I've not actually tried that yet. 9 times out of 10 I'm using the camera on my Joby GorillaPod stand, so you get pretty used to knowing that if you're at a certain position, then you are actually going to be frame. Whereas I've done videos where I'm handheld the camera and I'm rotating it round, and when I actually come back to do the actual video, to do the editing, I've got half a head on and it looks rubbish. But as this hasn't got a screen which you can look at and see yourself recording, the only thing I can suggest with when you're using these sort of things is to actually get used to what position you need to be in and what height you need to be in. Now, I've had this a good few weeks now, and as I mentioned in one of the earlier points in the video, there's not that really many bad points to this camera. The only thing I can really think of really is there's the fact that you can't see yourself when you're recording, so that's just trial and error until you actually get into the right position. There's also the problem with the USB lead, so you do tend to, it sticks out about that much from the side of the camera, so if you're on a laptop that might not be too bad a problem. I'm on a tower unit, so as you know, the USB lead is at the back of the PC or at the front, and it's not really convenient to plug it into either. So I've ended up using one of these on mine, which is a USB extension cable, so that's a lot easier to connect to the actual camera. Otherwise you're going to have to disconnect the actual memory stick every time you want to take the footage off. Other than that, there's not really that many bad points to the camera. As I mentioned before, low level lighting, but hey ho, it's what you expect with these sort of units. They're not got a built-in light, so you're gonna get problems with in low level light conditions. But I think it's it's really good, a really good camera. I'm also going to attach to this end of this. Actually, no, I won't attach it to the end of this video. I'll post a couple of separate videos just to show you the quality of the outside source on this. Now, it's a bit windy in those sources because it was quite a blustery day, but I have used it outside in the past, and wind isn't too much of a problem. And if you were really that bothered about the wind, you could plug up an external microphone into it, have a lapel mic or something like that. Now, when I was thinking of buying a camera, it was a choice between the Zi8, the Flip Ultra HD, and also the Play Sport. Now, I spent weeks and weeks and weeks looking on the internet, looking on YouTube, looking on reviews on various websites, just to try and narrow it down. And that was the 3 I narrowed it down to that were within my budget. Now, for the first camera, I got this because, first of all, price point. I think it's a really good price point for what you're getting with the technology. Secondly, external microphone. That's mainly what swung it for me with it. You can plug an external microphone into it. I've not actually tested that feature yet because I'm still waiting for my camera to actually arrive. Not camera, sorry, my microphone. Well, I'm still waiting for that to arrive, so once I do actually get that, I'll be able to do a few little comparison videos and show you what it's like with the audio, with the microphone, and without it, with the internal. But as you can tell with this, it's pretty decent audio, I find. It's not muffly, because some of the videos I do are with a microphone on a PC, a desktop mic, and when I hear the quality that this produces compared to the desktop mic, it's this is really decent quality. So if you're thinking of getting one of these, check out my videos, see what quality they're like. I record all my videos in 720p, and that's just a personal preference, because I always think that recording the sort of the best quality you can get, although I can record higher than that, I prefer 720p because it's pretty much the standard high definition quality on YouTube. So, you know, if you're thinking of getting one of these cameras, you know, I'd really recommend it. It's, you know, it's cheap, and for what it does, it's pretty amazing. So, you know, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this little video that I've done, and, you know, feel free to check out my other videos and you can see some of the other stuff I've recorded with my camera. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.